Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, people are absolutely upset right now. PlayStation had a huge outage, and right this second, there is a lot of conversation going on online. First and foremost, people got their console for like the very first day, and they literally tried to go plug in their PlayStation 5, and things did not work. People are concerned about like a DDoS issue and like hackers taking over the networks. There's also other issues too as well, where basically people are not able to play their games, and PlayStation as a whole was just not good. You go on Reddit, you go on Twitter, you go on everywhere. People were freaking out. People were mad. And at the end of the day, they actually were pretty valid for the reason why. And of course, too, there's a one big game conversation as well on the game preservation and the importance of physical game copies, which, as you guys probably know, because I'm strangely, weirdly involved in that. Like, I actually really like the idea of physical disc. I even have a PlayStation 5 disc edition over here. And of course, I'm not the biggest fan of these pure digital consoles. I don't mind it. It's cool if you have one. They're still useful. Like 99% of the time, it's chill. But we have a lot of things to go breaking down because things were happening and not good things were happening as well. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have both the YouTube accounts down below and both the Twitter accounts and the Twitch. You just want to get your PlayStation 5 Pro giveaway entries down below. And of course, leave your thoughts, comments, and leave a like down below because this was actually kind of a big situation. Now, depending on when you guys go and see this video, the servers may be all good. The servers may be messed up. It could be 3 months from now, and God only knows. Probably not. Sony's main priority is to make sure everything's all set. And it really may already be set when you guys see this video in the first place. But one big thing to note is that people on Twitter, everywhere, were not happy with the vibe with PlayStation. And it kind of comes down to the fact that people were completely locked out of their games and their consoles. Completely. Like, basically, if you guys survive the PlayStation outage, or if you're still in it, whatever it might be, leave a comment down below. But like, we've been seeing tweets over here, where this has this from Colter saying, I literally just bought a PlayStation 5 and the servers are down. And you guys can go and see on this one where you're just not signed on in. And there is issues everywhere. When it came to this outage, and like I said, the bigger picture is more on the game preservation, the fact that people were completely locked out of their consoles. Where if you have a PlayStation 4, people were having licensing issues. And if you guys don't really know, and this is why people don't usually like the idea of digital games, people kind of accept it, roll with it, or don't mind it. Think like Steam, PC gaming, Xbox, whatever. Because at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal. For 99% of the time, like, it's going to work. PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo want their servers online to make money and continue making money. It's kind of the part of the PlayStation Plus subscription because you're basically providing a service for multiplayer, which I'm still upset. If you guys remember back in the PS3 era where PlayStation was free, that was some good vibes. Or same with Nintendo when it was free. But of course, the world hates us gamers. We're just money pigs for everyone. But all things aside, people were mad. If you go on Twitter, and even right now, I can probably look on the Twitter account itself too, on like the trending and such. Bro, PlayStation has 163,000 different tweets. And people over there were memeing everywhere, dude. If you go down to any of these scrolls, we're just seeing people posting everything, dude. From people making fun of servers and people just saying everything is tweaking, and people are saying PlayStation employees are leaving the country. Like, everyone on the entire planet was not happy with this because, duh, like, it was a really bad outage. And it also goes into the licensing issues. So people kind of have this big issue when it comes to games and game preservation, because if you're buying a game digitally, you're more so kind of renting the game. You may go spend $70 and it may say you own it, but at the end of the day, you really don't necessarily really own it. And that's what a lot of people, like, you go through all these articles and everyone brings that up, where people are livid, bro. People are mad. There's service everywhere, and it's kind of, in all honesty, pretty big news. I'll be curious how the stock goes too as well throughout the day. And people are just like, bro, what is going on? Some people are experiencing issues. People weren't able to find themselves able to send it to the network, play multiplayer games because, duh, the servers are offline. And while it does look like it's Christmas in the background, I can completely explain this. Some crazy stuff happens on Twitch sometimes. Don't worry about it. I have a weird Twitch stream. YouTube people are cool, I hope. Thank you guys all for subscribing. You guys are cool. But at the end of the day, like, this is horrible. Like, people were not able to even sign on in. And once again, some people had these licensing issues where they were just not able to even play any game. They would try to launch the game and then have a weird error message, and people were freaking up about that. Like, there's so many people up about, like, just mad. People are literally mad, like some gamers are expressing concerns that this outrage might be the result of something more sinister. And people are worried that there might be another bigger DDoS attack. Because back in 2011, Sony basically had to go and compensate people because it was getting perpetually like either having their security breached, there was DDoSing, which is basically like someone just sending a bunch of different packets all at once, like a million things all at one time to take down a game server or take down like a PSN, whatever. And then people don't know what's going on. And that also even happened too with PlayStation Stars within the past like few months, where PlayStation Stars, like their little extra bonus thing where you get like little deals and like little pictures that are kind of like NFTs, but not really. And like it was gone. And people were asking about support. Like you get bonuses if you buy games and you're signed up for the network. And they're like, hey, is this still like gonna work? Is this fine? And all this stuff was ongoing and PlayStation didn't even have an answer for people. Now it did eventually come back online just like PlayStation servers will, but people are upset about it. Because once again, these licensing issues and lack of response by PlayStation have made people concerned. Even looking on Reddit too, obviously there's thousands of comments because everyone just kind of ran straight to Reddit to be like, is it down with you guys too? My Twitch comments had a bunch of people, just everything. It was kind of a weird, bad situation. But they go and say, remember that BS when Microsoft wanted an always online console. This is why that's a bad idea. If it is not for the game servers, it's their ISP. So basically you have an Ubisoft or an EA that are not even affiliated with, say, Steam or Nintendo or PlayStation or Xbox. If they're all messed up, you're done. Multiple fault lines. If PlayStation, like it has been, goes offline, then there's even more issues. Your ISP, like Comcast for me, has gone offline twice already, and sometimes then you can't connect to your consoles. Or like what if you have an old console like the PS5 that's purely digital and you can't even connect to online servers, or the CMOS battery dies, which is the internal battery for the console. I'm actually really into this. I like the idea of physical. I have a PlayStation 5 disc edition. I like the idea that if my internet's out or PlayStation network's out, I can play any game I want. But once again though, people are having issues. Like, look at this. It won't even let me into Night City. Digital gaming is effed. If they can't go online and verify your license, you can't play the game. And that's the big issue where a lot of people had. Like people in their consoles trying to run their pure digital consoles or like just can't connect to it, or they're trying to go and sync their game or play Bloodborne or Elden Ring. There's a lot of instances where people are just completely locked out of their consoles and people were not happy. Now, some people were making memes, and I even made this on the second YouTube channel, just a quick little video because I'm just testing the waters over there to see what I can make and what you guys would want to watch. But people were like, I have to go meet my wife. Like, it's been 6 years since I've talked to this woman that lives with me. I have to interact with her, which is funny memes, but people were definitely not happy. Well, obviously, like, it happens. I don't want to be like, I hate PlayStation forever. It happens. It happens with Xbox. It happens with Nintendo. It happened with Steam. Like, it happens everywhere. Even Twitch, even YouTube will have issues. Like, that's just the pain of being online, which is fine. But it sucks because people who want to go and get back home from work, like if you go through Twitter, there is a lot of people over here. If I even scroll really quickly, there is just a lot of people out there who are just like making memes. Like, I just came home from work. I want to go and chill. I want to go and relax and all that type of stuff, you know? That's the big deal. And then people are still mad. Because even now, people are like, is the server still down? Like me, they're over here trying to go find the guy, like having all these server issues. PlayStation employees right now, dude. Like, it just sucks. Like, people are just memeing on it because it is a bad situation. And now, when it comes to this stuff, too, once again, you might not be able to go play some games because of the game preservation issues. If I have a digital download, I want to be able to go and have that safely on my console, be able to go launch it even when the servers are offline or my own internet is offline. There is no reason for me to have to worry about licensing rewrites when I already own the game. I already spent money on the game. I am basically just renting a game and it feels disgusting. And I don't like it. I've always been a big fan of physical game preservations. I don't mind though, like I said, 99% of the time, things are going to be running smooth. There's going to be no issues. It doesn't even matter if you have a digital console. But these really rare moments is really where it highlights that physical games matter. Physical game preservation matters. And the fact that PlayStation had millions of people unable to play their games and had issues and logs and all that stuff throughout an entire night, it's not the biggest deal. Like, don't worry, you could go outside. I was streaming on Twitch, having a good time. Like, I didn't care. I was playing random stuff. I was playing, like, that TCG card shop game with my chat and just doing whatever. It's not a big deal. You go outside and watch some TV, watch a movie. Like, we're not that addicted to gaming. But it still sucks. Because what if it goes 3 days? What if it goes a week? What if it goes a month? And at the end of the day, you just wasted money because PlayStation's probably not going to compensate you. And if they do, they're going to probably be a little bit reluctant on it. So I like the idea that people should be go play any game that they bought and own at any time. If they have it digitally downloaded on their console, there should not be licensing issues and weird rights and connection issues that stop you from playing a single player game. And that's my issue. Like, I understand PlayStation has issues, don't get me wrong. And I don't think many people would care if they could still launch their single player games and have no issues with it. I think that's a big deal. Multiplayer, I get, that's out of our hands. But single player, if we spent the money already and we're technically owning it, although it's more of a lease, which is why we don't like it, that explains a lot. So I don't know, like, you guys care. Like, it's kind of a little of a yap video over here, but it's true. People are upset about this. We're seeing outage news. People are talking about it so much. Like, people on Reddit have complained all about this type of stuff everywhere, dude. And like, look at this. Look, can't even play single player games. This is why I hate everything. It's not working. Let's go buy that $800 discless console now. And people are calling out the PlayStation 5 Pro about it as well, as you guys just saw. So it's crazy. I'm not happy. I hope it's all sorted by the time you guys see this with no lingering issues. But if it's not, it's even worse and I'm upset. But at the end of the day, please make it so we can play our digital games even offline. It's really not much of an ask. That's all we really need. Or make at least our physical games always work too. I don't like this licensing BS. Just let me make sure it works. And let me know your thoughts and comments down below. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch room down below if you guys would like to go and follow. And of course, subscribe for all the good little Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch for the PS5 Pro giveaways. And I'll talk to you guys all very soon. Love you guys all. Appreciate y'all for watching.